more and less, better prefer to buy it. So the technical domains where like continuous innovation is happening, there is no stability. Like if you buy 2G, 3G, 4G, and even 4G, 5G is going to come. Certainly you don't want to invest to buy each and everything, because whatever the switches, router you buy, after sometimes it will be throw away and that thing. So those kind of things, again the cloud will play very great roles, and it will be cost optimal for all the consumers and users. So those kind of the environments. So here like the cloud will be certainly useful if you want to establish it. Today if I want to set up a company for 10 people, I can do in one day. So that's the things I wanted to set up the cloud. How, whether it is going to stay, whether it is just a hype, or like how the business model will evolve. So any questions you have? So these parts, I think most of you have heard, so I will not touch upon this thing, because this is the generic, like the private cloud, public cloud, private cloud, whatever is there. So these are the common terminology. I haven't added anything new, because you might have this thing. So what is happening in the change is when the virtualization is happening. See, like here you are seeing this, your direct, you have the PC, every applications are running on that things. But when you are doing the virtualizations, here you are removing these home things and everything is moving into the data centers. So this is what your virtualizations things happens, and where like this you can see also, you see this is your hosted, and this will be your data centers. This will be also one example, so you can separately do that. And these are three words are most people understand. Software, like you are running, what type of the software is there. And platforms, like when I talk about this SDN. So SDN is a like programming environment where like applications should divert the packets and this thing. So you need the development environment, and as where like all your switchings, how fast you are getting 1 Mbps, 2 Mbps, 1 Mbps, and this thing. So there is no changes in this part of the cloud computing part is there.
LAS is stands for?
Infrastructure as a service. IaaS. Infrastructure as a service. So this is what I was talking, like the architectural framework, and this is I'm talking about the deployment perspective. It is not like a single product which is going to have in these things, but it is more from the deployment perspective, and any service providers will have this kind of the solutions. So I was proposing the 3-tier architecture where like you have the terminals. I've heard like the people are carrying the 30K mobiles on the bus, and after second day he lost it. What to do? And so what you will do? What is the solution for these things? Can the cloud can help you in that scenario? You don't require to carry the 30K mobiles. You can have all your services and hosted in the data centers or these things, and whenever you need, you just have the dummy terminals, which cost will be much reduced. And also when you see the terminal, when you are traveling, you may prefer, okay, you have the small screen and we can read it. But when you are at home, what you do? You prefer to have the big screen like the computers, or you have the TV where you want to watch this thing. So those kind of the terminals devices, the cloud will help you to reduce the cost of those devices. Because if you go and buy the TV, how much cost it will happen? Like today you can have this kind of a facility here, and where you can directly post it to here, and this cost will be very, very cheaper. So, and here, and I put it these things like the enterprise, individuals, and these things, because the same things the customer and the provider's relationship is the relative terms. See, if I am the tier 1 service providers, the tier 2 service provider is my customers, or like enterprise is my customers. When enterprise, let us say some small companies, they are Airtel and these things, then the consumers are becoming these things. So those are the negative terminology. But so the framework for me, for them will be that you define this is the terminal, your end customers will be there, and it can be anything on that. The key things where like the network infrastructures is there, where like for the tier 2 you can divide your the network infrastructure whatever you have. This network should be like not only the 5.59, but it may be like even 6 and 8 also now applications are happening, because once you are moving towards the cloud, there should be zero downtime. At the moment even the downtime is less, you are going to lose the customer, your home day capacity will be lost. And so this is how the internal data, this infrastructure is broken down. This is we say in broadly you say the like access network aggregations and the core networks. So what do you have in the access networks? In the access networks, you have like in the WLAN also, because at the home there, if you see so many cables are coming here and there, we don't want to do in that things. And so in the access you have the TV cables. So those networks which is specific to that things, we don't want to throw away in that things. So that will come under your access networks. And from there like you aggregate all those things. Because the service provider certainly like whether it is cables, whether it is the DSL and these things, then from there you aggregate those networks and you put into the single IP based network solutions in that. And then you have the core, like your ISP, first tier, second tiers, you are going to that thing. So these are the generic model that is happening today in the networks. And once the cloud computing happens, like your two data centers can be connected between these two networks itself. Or when you want to make means a natural calamities happen in India, it may impact the whole of the city, the whole of the country. So you may want to have your data center in some other things. Then under that circumstance, your data core networks will also come into that influence. So all these designs will have to be impacted to provide the network infrastructures in that case. And this is the like when we talk about in the broadly two categories there: mobile broadband and the fixed broadband. Have you heard of these words? What is mobile broadband and fixed broadband?
Yes.
Okay. So here just for this mobile broadband, your phones, this thing. So what is the key difference between these two?
IPTV.
Last hop. I mean, it's like you are taking your mobile, you are moving here and there. Once it go to the first hop, I mean, it's like your any terminal and these things, and or either you have the DSL or cables and this thing. So the changes in both things are the last hop. Either it is TV, then your cable things is there, or mobile, your first tower is there. From there onward, everything will be your fixed broadband. So whenever you are defining where, that's why like the network infrastructure will be very critical, because it will play the bigger roles. It is not visual, not seen to that thing, and that's why the people are very much after there is no revenue for the networks. Because the people want to pay for the service. If I want to see the movie, I just want to pay for the movie. So here, certainly there is a misconcept. I will say it is a misconcept that the network is not going to a revenue generation models, because here like the people are end consumers are just want to pay for the service. If I want to do the video conferencing, I will pay for the video conferencing. And there is a lot of awareness. People like Airtime giving me 10 Mbps. What is me? Even I am running my video conferencing, so if I am getting server, say suppose from outside Bangalore, and suppose there is one TDM in between there, whether you have 10 Mbps GB or jitter and everything will remain the same. It doesn't matter on that way. So those modems will have to be changed, so that like you can change your based on your applications. Then you can have the end-to-end quality of experience, and then you will feel that okay, if I am taking the 10 Mbps, it is helping us. Otherwise, it will be of no use. So the people will not go and do that things. So second things like here in the beginning of
How is this model different from if we have your Airtel digital set-top box that we have with along with the TV? Is this the same kind of topology that they will be also having?
No, see, these are the framework. Means like these are the logical entity. It depends on your see. Like if Airtel had 2 lakhs of the customers, and Vodafone had 1,000 customers. So what they will do? They will have 1,000 customers. Means they will put one pipe and reach to the port directly. What way to do that? But if the Airtel has the 2,000 customers, then they have to break into the 2 different levels that you aggregate from the say in the Bangalore area east to west, and then you send on to the on top of that. So it depends on your capacity and like how much customer base is there, and then only you can divide into that. And here, like in the networking part, this is the like mainly the all the networking has the 3 types. Again, you may have heard so many types, but here like the switching, where like the packet forwarding is happening based on the destination MAC address, maybe VLANs, maybe based on the QS. But this means like you are doing all the switching based on the VLAN, means the layer 2 data link layer up to that. And so here also like lot of the tunneling mechanism happens like when you have your DSX kind of solutions where like you are reaching the packet on that, you can transmit the packet on this and it will go to the other end of that thing. So entire end-to-end path may be on the switching also. The third part will be the native IP. This I think everyone understands. And this again the tunnelings, like where you might have heard the MPLS and you might have the GRE and IPv6 over multiple of these things there. So how when the cloud is running on top of that things, so what will be the impact on these communications? So like if you see like by the nature of the existing infrastructure, the network is there. It has the capability that it will be able to differentiate your traffics, differentiate your applications. Only the things that things will happen, like your controller has to transform those business policy into these parameters. So these infrastructures, there will be no major change will be required, but certainly like reliability and those things has to be improved. Otherwise, these has the capability to carry your applications based on the SDN. So SDN is not a big framework where it is playing a role, but SDN is what simply doing your business rules. They are transforming into bits and bytes, which is being understandable by your switching and these things. Because if you see the you might have heard this IPv6 is coming from since 10 years, 20 years, still it is not overtaken IPv4. Why? The one reason is that IPv4 is very bindingly deployed, and you cannot simply, it is not backward compatible. IPv6 is not backward compatible. One of the key reasons that IPv6 still people keep on thinking that okay, when to move to IPv6 or not, or just wait for that thing. So any new technology is coming which is not compatible or backward compatible with the previous things, it has the negative impacts. It delays along. But since the IP address allocations is coming up, or a lot of key other things is coming, the IPv6 is going to come here. And since a lot of legacy devices is there, and those legacy devices we cannot throw, so some technology has been driven on top of that, and this is playing very critical role in the networks. So which is keeping your networks stable, so there will be very less impact on the existing infrastructures, whatever they have invested. So I think. So I think is it visible or readable or not?
No, visible.
So okay, this is the like what IP technology like. I will talk about the high levels on top of these things, because since I have brought like what is happening in the IP technology as of today. And if you want to get anything from the IP technologies, whether it is for the 3GPP or whether it is the 4G or anything, you will find some discussions on the ITF. And so like whole of this technology, this is very big area where they have provided all kind of the drafts every day. You've been getting the 10 to 15 drafts. So the main things, what is impact is happening because of the cloud or carrier clouds. It is coming on the network virtualizations. So here, like in this, so I classified in these things: network virtualizations, routing and signaling. It is existing since ages, and it will continue. VPN technologies, like this is what the tunneling is there. Like when you want to move from IPv6 to IPv4, M2 to M3, and where like the VPN technology is coming. And this is pure IPv4 and the last hops, where like you can do the native IPv4 and IPv6 transformer type of the networking with there. And in this also, like you are not going to move into in one slots, one steps, like all the IPv4 will be removed and IPv6 will go. So that comes under the IPv networking. And then layer 2 technology is also coming up into that. And the more discussions where like when we talk about the NFV or like the SDN, where the forwarding technology, that's where the key changes may is happening today. Like also like when the SDN will happen, so like okay, from the SDN or OpenFlow or those are just like the populating the tables. So those are the packet forwarding technology will happens. And the third and last bullet where it is like the managements, means like you have very complex networks from the various tunnels. So how we will monitor the failure and detection and these things. So IP-based solutions. So I will not go on these things. I think the slides may be there. You can see into details. So here, like IPVs, like now there is a tendency that we are moving, whether TDM, ATM, and all those technology has gone. So in the network infrastructures, this IP is coming to the big way, and IP will be only existing. And whatever the current requirement for the cloud is there, where like virtualizations, whether scale, reliability, and security, everything is being happened in the IP technology is already existing. So it has the capability to handle any requirement or any challenge being posed by the cloud sections, and IP will be able to handle those things.
Can you just explain MPLS?
Multi-protocol level switching. You can find this terminology everywhere in that thing. So here I've just like home of this IP, I've just classified. You can do that. So that's all I think I have. Like in the conclusions, I say the hybrid clouds again, and security being like the security. Here, like the security type of the like in one of the conferences, like the cloud is posing the security, like okay, in the banking sector they were taking the example of the banking sector, and we store like either our book jewelries in the banks, or like we posted money in there, and they say like if we can trust on the banks that whatever the property we can save it there, why not we can give on the cloud. But here the things are entirely different. See, even we have the 10 coins which we have kept in the bank, and at the end, after 10 years, if I am able to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, we say that this was secure, nothing has happened. But when we talk about the cloud infrastructure, where we have the data and where we have our strategic data on these things, everything seems like if I have stored 2 GB, still after 10 years I am seeing the 2 GB. We cannot grant it that there is a no leakage that happens, nobody has told me on that. So this will be the biggest challenge will happens, where like my statistical data, that thing, when it is copied by whatever that thing, we cannot say it has been stolen. There is no way to know on that things. So that will be the how the people will go and trust by very confidential data, which is statistically data will be saved in the cloud environment. So this will be one of the biggest challenges for the cloud providers. We cannot say that since if we trust, they will provide the security, but they have to provide. I actually think that because there is nothing stolen here. Even you copy and make one printout and you say everything is fine. Nothing is there. Nothing has been stolen. So with that, I will end my sessions.
So any questions? Fine. Lot of questions. Thanks for coming, sir.